Howdy, howdy, everybody, and welcome back for another video for Lord of Heroes. Yes. All right, we are a few days away from the Lord of Heroes global release, and I want to give out a few tips. I think it says five, but I'm probably gonna give out maybe a little bit more. Some bonus tips and all that good stuff before you start playing this game on global. Yeah. All right. So let's clear some of the air because I know it's been a little bit of confusion with the servers and everything, which they have gone on to say that the PvP side of things are going to be separate from the servers. So if you already had an account that's for Korea, it's going to be in the Korean server, and then once you start for global, it's going to be on a global server. I hear some people kind of saying some other things, but from what I've seen on the Facebook post, Lord of Heroes saying seems there are still people confused about the server. As it was mentioned on the previous notice, Lord of Heroes will be reserviced as a global one build server. So that means there's a merge for the Korean and global, but PvP servers will be separate. So all your PvP battle is separate. So when you do an arena, you will not be in the same server as the Korean players. Once you create an account, you will be fighting global players in PvP mode, not Koreans. So you don't have to worry. Simple as that. So your PvP, it's not on a Korean server. It's on a separate server for global. Next thing I want to talk about, I am doing a live stream on Monday for the global release. We should be streaming all day as much as we can. Make sure you join me at twitch.tv/gamerdude2088. That will be great. That is also my mother's birthday. So come by and wish my mom a happy birthday. That will be nice and everything. Plus, I will be doing a small giveaway, unfortunately for Android users only, just not able to do a lot for everybody. But I mean, it's still a giveaway, free stuff. So if you have an Android device, that'd be great. Speaking of device, make sure you have a decent device. This game is pretty graphically intense. I mean, I can literally go in here and like up my graphic quality and my frames per second. Like I'm not even playing at full graphic quality. Like it's pretty graphically intense and can burn your battery if you have an older device. It probably wouldn't run properly, probably lag out, crash, all that good stuff. So you want to need an up-to-date device to play this game because it's visually stunning. Next, I want to talk about the contract. All right, I kind of already then went through some contracts on this account. This is one of my alts that I'm on currently, but and I'm gonna briefly go through stuff. We probably go back and do some more guys. I've done some guys previously, but after global, we're gonna go back and do all those guides over. But first thing first, pick up Chrome. Chrome should be the first one you pick up because he's gonna be great. I mean, you can use him for progression, not necessarily needed for progression, but you can use him for progression in the early mid game. But he's gonna be greatly important for extreme mode when you get into your late game play, as well as PvP. He is a staple, must have, gotta use them, gotta play with it. So for a quick rundown, your contract is for 15 days, your first contract. After that, all contracts are 30 days. And if you miss a day, you have to start over or you pay gems to reset. I'm not quite sure because I never missed a day on a contract, so I don't know how many gems that it actually costs to reset it so you don't have to start completely over. I believe that was probably added in because when the game was released in Korea, you didn't have that function. So that's something new that I didn't know until just recently. It's not sort of pay to win. I mean, it is pay to win, but there are plenty of things you can do free to play. And when you're doing free to play, you want to stack your gems. And the first thing that you want to purchase is gear. You want to go into your alchemy and do yourself an 11 times pull. You're guaranteed an artifact. Artifact gives you level ups to the skills for your hero if you have an artifact. You know the artifacts because they're yellow and you can see on there who it's for. If you're of the same class, you can use that artifact. You just won't get the bonus unless you're that specific unit themselves. But you can use the artifact and you're guaranteed at least one so you can pull in a specific banner and get and get whoever it is for that banner. So after you spend on your alchemy, probably once or twice just to get yourself a little bit of gear to get started and help you progress a little bit, you want to save until you have 6,000 of them gems. You want 6,000 of them so you can get the blue Vanessa. That's going to be critically important. She helps you 3-star stages, especially after you get into the hard mode where the enemy start dishing out a lot of damage. So hard in the stream, she's going to be important there. The next thing you want to do is to save your renown. It's the little thing that's up at the top of the screen, kind of where I'm clicking it now. Right there, that's your renown. You're gonna need 500,000 of it. You're gonna get plenty of it as you progress through the story in 3-star stages. You can see that we get renown for completing stuff, a bunch of stuff in between. This is hard mode here, but you're still going to get renown. I believe it's like 10,000 for those in particular areas, or maybe less or something for completing on the normal difficulty. But you're going to get plenty of renown going through the game, and you also get a little bit of it from winning in PvP. Red Vanessa, who is going to be staple for your survival in boss fights, especially in extreme mode. Like hard mode, you probably need her a little bit, but extreme mode, you definitely going to need her because you can easily be one-shotted, and with her invincibility, you survive. And we talked about this in previous videos, but we'll talk about it more in later videos. I want to continue to move on, but before you're able to get her, you have to unlock the Blue Charlotte, which costs 3,000 of the gems. Once you unlock her, then you're able to get the red Vanessa. So that's how you want to spend your gems when you starting off F2P. If you P2W, you can do the same thing, and doesn't matter how you spend it, but you can still do the same thing either way. Next thing I want to talk about is for your boss battles. Starting off in your normal mode, you're going to be investing into the green Charlotte, and with the green Charlotte, when you're doing those boss fights, all you're gonna do is spam her burst. Don't worry about damage burst. Don't worry about any of that. Just spam her burst because she's gonna give you a shield that's gonna protect your team. That's gonna keep you alive, so you don't die. And this is literally the main strategy you use throughout the game. I was going to go on a tangent, start talking about how I used her in the past before boss nerfs and changes and all of that, but none of that stuff matters. Just build her up to start off because she's going to be great. She's going to fall out for a while once you start using the blue Vanessa and the red Vanessa, but once you get into extreme, she's going to become strong again because of her shield become powerful if you invest into her heavily. And the last thing I want to talk about is um, there are a few ways to get potions, but one of the main ways you used to get potions before they gave us the little XP dungeon was to just go into PvP. Hopefully this actually works, and just lose the batch. And we just spam this as much as you can throughout the day, depending on how much time you're able to play. And you can see here you get a few potions, and you just do that and stack up your potions like this because you're going to need those to level. And if you're not welling, there are only a few other ways that you can get them outside of XP dungeons and possibly the shop. So this is definitely an effective strategy. So don't worry about PvP right off. Just farm you up some potions once you get strong. Probably not until you get past hard mode. Once you get into extreme, then maybe pushing PvP is good. I mean, you could go sooner if you want to, if you just want to be on the leaderboards. If you're welling, then do whatever you want. But for F2P people, you definitely want to get as many potions as you can through losing fights. And I think that's pretty much it. I mean, if you win, like I said previously, in PvP, you get renown. You do get a bunch of stuff that you can get out of the guild shop, but I'm not going to go over that in this video. and I took enough of you guys' time. I hope you have enjoyed and learned something new before the game start. I am excited, so I hope you are excited. Make sure you join me at twitch.tv/gamerdude2088 because I'm going live all day for Lord of Heroes. Make sure you give my mom a nice little happy birthday as well. Much love to all of you people out there. God bless you. And I see you then. And this is the Gamer Dude signing out. Deuces.